in a tough spot. You were kind of in a tough spot there with no timeouts and, whether you should foul or, because if you foul, then they go up by, 2 possessions or whatnot, you just figure you got to play defense there and then try to get the ball down the court.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it came down to. I mean, I had to unfortunately use, when Sky went down, I used that timeout there and, that's going to happen. I mean, but that's the end of the game wasn't the result. The result, it happened how we came out in that first quarter again. Just don't know why we're just not having the mindset and the aggressiveness right from the beginning. But we've had some poor starts. We got to get better. The rest, the second half I thought was good. There's things we overhelped a few times and they went one-on-one, but we contained Laney for the most part and Whitcomb. But obviously someone else stepped up, and that's what we're going to need from us. We need someone else who's going to be that third person to step up, because we're putting a lot on BG and Sky at the moment to carry us, and we got to shoot better from the 3-point line as well too. So things we got to, like I said, we're grinding it. We're in mud at the moment, and hopefully it gets better as we look forward to LA.
You did seem like you found something there in the second half. What was it? Just what we said at halftime, or do you think that just that finally the energy kicked in the second half?
Yeah, I think a bit of both, Jeff, to be quite honest. It was more like, is this how we want to play? I mean, we're not playing hard. We're not playing smart. We wanted to move the ball, and we still took really bad shots in that first quarter. And then they were getting out and running, and we weren't talking and playing together. So it was more us, obviously we switched a lot more screens, with Laney. We stayed in plays a little bit. We got beat us still on a little, Jasmine Jones and some overhelp, and she made a big 3 right near the end. But, it coming with in the end, it's just having a little bit of respect for your opponent and coming with a little bit more energy for 40 minutes. Because, I mean, we haven't arrived. We haven't done anything yet. I mean, we got a lot of work to do. So, we got to make sure we have total respect for our opponents because, hey, we're right in the middle of the pack like the rest of them.
All right, next up, we have Alex Simon with the next, followed by Mark Carlisle.
Sandy, you touched on this a little bit already, but in particular, with Diana out, you guys have been needing someone to step up. And at the first couple of games, you seem like you found a few players, but it's now really been 3 games in a row where it's been a real struggle for anybody other than BG and Skylar to give you guys offense. What is, I guess, do you see anything that's causing that at this point?
I wish I knew. It's not what we want. I mean, I think it's way better if we could get 5 players in double figures. That's great for us. Okay, but we're just not getting that. Kia Nurse and Megan, obviously, they're just struggling with their shot. I'm not saying they're bad shots. I think some of them were too early, but we just got to make them. We got to make those shots the only way. You got to see the ball go in the hole and get a little confidence out of that. But we need these next 2 games before Diana get back. We need to find a little bit more consistent scoring from the bench as well, but also from the starters. We can't have 29, 25 and no one else in double figures. I mean, 9 and just shooting under 40%. I mean, that's not gonna, it's not gonna be good enough. So, we just they have to stay positive. They have to stay focused, and your shot's not flowing, keep doing other things, but hopefully, just relaxing a little bit. Maybe the ball will go in the hole.
And obviously basketball can be close games, but just to start the year 1-5 at home at a place that you guys have tended to do really well for a long time at, I imagine that just has to be like incredibly frustrating right now.
Yeah, no, it is because, we love our X Factor fans. I mean, they've, been great for us, and I don't know, we're just not bringing any kind of energy, and we can't rely on the fans. I mean, that's not much to, when we got going the second half, yeah, they got into it, but we've got to bring our own energy. I mean, that's what it starts. It starts from the tip off. So I don't know whether I need to shake up that starting lineup just to get a little bit more energy out there or not. So, but it's just so flat out there, and disappointing. I mean, 1 from 5. We got to be better. We got to be better. But maybe we can find some success on the road and come back and get another win. It's been too long. I mean, it's frustrating, yes, to say the least. But we'll keep working hard. That's all we can do. And keep working, control the controllables.
All right, our final question comes from Mark Carlisle with the Daily Independent.
Sandy, obviously this couldn't complete this comeback, but heading onto the road now, does that run where you guys close the gap, does that give you any kind of solace in showing the kind of team that you can be when you're executing?
Yeah, no, definitely. Look, I think the last 3 games was really terrible. We weren't very good at all. We had no energy. We finally found back our game. The second half was good. We outscored them by 10 points. Obviously, we still made some breakdowns. You're going to do that, but I thought we played with a little bit more effort. We were on the same page. We had a little bit more execution, and our defense was able to create our offense. When that's happening, good things happen. And in the beginning, we could never get out and run. And when you're struggling to shoot the ball, you got to see the easy ones go in the transition phase. So that's what we had to do. We got back down because we're always in the half court, wide open looks. We're just missing them. Maybe that changed. Maybe that gives them their energy. But look, I was proud of the way they fought from the last 20 minutes. At least we came out and we played like we're capable of playing, even though it's still not as good as we need to be if we want to be successful.
Do we have time for one more?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Did you get any explanation from the officials on that? The play where Skylar went down, they called a technical foul, but then the bucket still counted after that action. Did they explain that to you at all?
No, they didn't actually. And that's a good point, Mark. So I will ask for some clarification tomorrow too. So, there's so many new rules out there, but I'm pretty sure that shouldn't have been allowed, but I will ask for clarification.
All right, thanks for the time, Sandy.
Thanks.